It's growing. At this rate, in 2 months, we'll have 1,000 people here. If every week it doubles. Thought we were gonna have a shit ton of people. Oh, maybe not. Morning, guys. So we're live. We're hanging out downtown at the Colorado State Capitol. Looks like we're staging. We're gonna engage people in conversations. We'll go from there. But here we are. I'm not gonna be able to see your commentary. So, folks, if you're chatting to each other. Obviously, you're not going to be able to chat with me because I am not going to have a clue as to what's going on there. Good morning, everybody. How's it going?
What's going on, bro? Good to see you.
Good to see you. I'm gonna disengage my backpack and put some things away here for a second. But hey, there's the world. The whole world is watching. So if y'all want to talk to people and tell them why you're out here. Have at it. Don't be shy. The camera's running. It'll be running all day, all night.
Out here fighting globalist communism, and I'm against the New World Order and the Illuminati.
Our government is run by pedophiles. That's the West one. Our government is run by pedophiles.
Pizzagate is real.
Pizzagate is real. Pedophiles in the government. So I was watching some videos. This is interesting.
Hillary Clinton is a pedophile.
Ooh. I haven't heard that one before. No, I didn't hear that one before.
I mean, just look at her face.
All the elites are.
She drinks adrenochrome.
All Freemasons worship Lucifer.
Yeah, 100%. Freemasonry is based on Luciferian worship.
Okay, well, you heard it here first, guys. At the Yellow Jacket event at the Colorado State Capitol. We're going to walk around and talk to everybody, give them all a chance to put their input in.
Treasonous elites.
But we're talking about treasonous elites. We're talking about pedophilia. And what I was going to say is that I watched some stuff this morning talking about how Macron is a plant by the Rothschild, elites.
He's a straight up Zionist.
And that they are working on the digitalization of the mass population in France. And that's part of the reasons that this uprising hasn't gone down.
Yeah, all our governments are run by banksters. All our governments around the world. All governments.
Yeah, the IMF, International Monetary Fund.
The International Monetary Fund, yeah.
They're basically who runs the Feds, the Zionist bankers.
Okay.
And look at the chemtrails in the sky that our government is spraying. Because the elites tell them to change our weather.
Okay, so there's a lot of things going on in our world. All right. So you guys are hearing it here, guys. We're downtown Denver. We're gonna walk around and talk to a whole bunch of people today.
Jury nullification.
Jury nullification.
Yeah.
That's right. We got some buttons down here, some jury nullification flyers. We're gonna have conversations with all kinds of people on all kinds of things. In the meantime, though, I gotta start myself out right.
We're also being poisoned.
Jury nullification.
I will accept it, Jerry.
So I'm gonna they are talking about Pizzagate, and somebody's on his way driving. Janet, they say good morning to you. Good morning. Janet says good morning.
Jared Polis is Illuminati Zionist plant.
Jared Polis is gay.
Yeah.
And Colorado is the first state to have a gay governor who's married with children. Yes. So we're gonna have
that we know
the
of,
first
that we know of.
He's straight up
that we know of. Oh.
Yeah, he's straight up NWO material.
So guys, I'm gonna set this down for just a moment.
Every Democrat and Republican is NWO.
We're gonna have a march later, so that's definitely one of the reasons we're out and we're live. But I just I don't want to cut the live stream, but I gotta take care of a couple things here, folks.
Yeah, I see that.
Yes, there's a joint in my mouth, if anybody wondered.
For me. smudging?
Yes, we are smudging down here.
Nice.
We're doing some prayers said earlier.
Okay.
Trying to find the...
I haven't smudged since I was in South Dakota.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you brought your mask too. I love it.
Yeah, we gotta have our masks available, folks. So if you wonder what she's talking about, mine's a neon light one. And I gotta disattach it if I'm gonna wear it backwards for a while.
Oh yeah.
'Cause I don't really care about hiding my identity.
Right. It's just more the idea.
It is the concepts.
Ours is just fed up. We're like, oh, matter. We're tired of this shit. For sure.
They sure do.
And we gotta hand down the torch to the kids.
Okay, so we got that going on. I only need to carry one of these because it's not the 200 I thought we were gonna be here. That's frustrating, but we just keep advertising.
Yeah, man.
All right. That's the public property or private. We lost the stream. Okay, guys, we're back. I'm sorry if that took it too long, but I just had to get situated. I had to drop my backpack. We are downtown Denver. Oh, I didn't even put my yellow jacket on. I will later. Another world is possible. Police protect and serve the elite. They live, we sheep, we sleep. Flat Earth is no joke. The Goyim know. Unite as one, corrupt governments. What do we got here? Fuck the corrupt. Fuck the corrupt! Fuck the police! Good morning, all. Thank you for your saging. We appreciate it. The smudge is necessary. We are out talking to the world and talking to everybody. So how'd you hear about this event today?
I found out on Facebook.
Facebook.
Like I saw an anonymous post, basically like we need you brothers and sisters. And
Nice.
so I like clicked on that, and then I found the document that like people were going in and editing the audios too.
Okay.
And like doing.
I haven't even seen that, so that's awesome.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Dang.
No. I'm Brian, by the way, and we are live streaming.
Nice.
My handle, Facebook and others, is Cut the Plastic. So I'm an environmental scientist. I love your sustainable water bottle, folks.
Oh.
This is how you come to a protest. Don't have to tell everybody what's in your backpack if you've got things to save yourself from tear gassing or other necessities. I brought other medicine, actually, myself.
Nice.
But we have beautiful smudging, and smudging is important to just, cleanse our minds and our bodies, the air around us, and any bad spirits that are lurking around. So that's great. I think it's great that there's other areas of the community that are going on.
Yeah, well, and I'm actually from the Western Slope.
Nice.
So I drove up here. These are my friends. They live up here. But I'm trying to see what I could be able to do to take this back. With me to the Western Slope.
Great.
Yeah.
So are you going back tonight or tomorrow?
I'm leaving tomorrow.
Great. Come have breakfast with us. All of you are invited. We do a family meal on the 16th Street Mall outside the Corner Bakery at the Denver Pavilion. So it's just like the third stop on the red buses. It's Occupy Denver, Janet's Kitchen, boycott the urban camping ban. We have laws in this city that make it illegal to be homeless. Look at the bee, by the way. Do you guys notice it's January 5th? And there are bees coming to the smudge because they recognize the elements of the earth. So, yeah, I hope you can see the bees, folks, because they're just beautiful.
They're just like chilling.
They're just chilling out here today. So we feed. We have a meal, and we boycott businesses, and we tell tourists about how there's so many laws in our country that are passing from business to business, word of mouth, that they can make laws to criminalize human beings, so that they're not in their area of commerce. And so we're educating people about how the corporations are banding up to claim the rights of humans. And it's disgusting, right?
It's insane. It's madness, dude.
It is madness. And folks, you probably can't see that. I know you can't because I can't. But that is the real Karen Sodaro out at an action today. This young lady was falsely trespassed, meaning she was on public private property, right? The businesses where people shop. And the private security guard said, "Oh, you're trespassed. You can't be here." And they alleged that they gave her a document that told her she could never come back. And then they falsely arrested her like months later. Like 6 months later, they arrested her for being at the same protest where we feed and have everybody on a weekly basis. So the new government issue is to area restrict people, where they say, anybody want to light that for me? Nobody? All right. I was gonna say, or we can hold the camera because I need 2 hands to light a thing. So yeah, what they do is area restrictions now. So they violate people's free speech by saying you can't come to certain places where there's commerce. So one of the beautiful reasons that we are always at the Capitol with or without a permit, mostly without, is because you don't need a permit to exercise the Constitution. And there's so much going on around here. So anyway, yeah, the laws make it illegal to be a human being. Thank you very much. There's no toilets, right? If you want to use the bathroom right now, you're going to go to the bathroom without a door. Because over here at the Civic Center station, there's no, well, there might be 3/4 doors where they've cut slants into the door so that like they can reach the lock and get in and out if somebody's in there.
Oh, really?
But downtown at Union Station, yeah, I've got several videos on my YouTube channel of them no doors. So you walk into the men's room and there's 3 stalls in a row, and then you stand outside the women's room and you ask, "Are there doors in there?" Because there's like 6 stalls, and there's no doors. There's no doors in the women's room down there either. It's a compilation of things, right? There's no good living for the 5,000 unhoused individuals that we know are in Denver, but that number's wrong if there's a statistic put out by the Denver School District that says there's 23,000 unhoused school children attending Denver public schools. So you can't have 5,000 homeless and 23,000 unhoused children. Right? What number is more accurate? I'm guessing it's the 23,000 unhoused children, right? Hey, Karen.
Hi.
Morning.
I can't breathe.
Oh yeah, she's allergic to the. It's her asthma. She'll walk to the wind. So you came from the West Slope. You ladies live in Denver.
Yeah, these 2 live here.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and they just decided, like, she was able to get off.
I was able to get off of work.
And she was so nice to drive me because I don't like driving here.
I was stoked.
Nice.
It was slow today, and I was like, yeah, get me out of here.
Yeah, it's crazy that it's so fun. It's such a sunny day everywhere except for the Denver Art Museum.
Oh, yeah.
There was like 200 people outside in line.
Really?
Yeah, Christian Dior has an art exhibit there
Yeah,
today.
today's free day. That's why.
It's also free day.
Yeah, I told
But I think it was the Dior line that everybody had tickets to.
I've been to. Oh, thank you.
So what do you do in the West Slopes to be active in your community?
I'm like
Talk about these things.
I'm working on it. It's kind of hard there. I mean, the biggest things going on there is probably more like gay rights and like transgender
Okay.
awareness or just like acceptance of everybody. I figured I don't even know how to say my words right now. So just like how somebody speaks. I'm just really happy to be here.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do a lot of things. It's crazy. Groceries. We go get groceries from grocery stores so they don't throw it away. And then we take it to like low-income housing and give away all the food.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So on Sunday mornings, her kitchen opens up at like 5:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock. We start cutting, and it's just a home. Cutting potatoes, throwing stuff in the oven. Sometimes the roasters are cooking on Saturdays, making chickens are out thawing right now. You know, we'll make a sausage gravy later or something, biscuits and gravy we're gonna work on. But we go feed we provide a truckload of food, like 500 to 1,000 pounds a week, to a compound of 200 senior citizens that are fixed income. And then we go with trays of food and bread and fresh fruits and plates and silverware and coffee carafes and cups that are not like disposable. And we provide a meal so that everybody like sits down and we eat on the street, and then they give us their dishes back. So we're not creating trash on this earth. Now we were over here at the library earlier, and you can see the library. It's a kitty corner next block down. They're gone now, but they were providing a mass meal with styrofoam cups and styrofoam plates. They do that every week. You think about the amount of trash.
I just saw somebody like release a bunch of balloons for like, somebody's passing. At the same time, it's like, man, all those balloons like get into the environment. I was like, shit,
Yeah, balloons are a big issue.
Yeah.
Have you ever been like out in the ocean at all?
Oh god.
It's
I've seen how terrible it is.
That's actually my main focus is the ocean and trash. I'm working on some documents, getting the website modified, and some things that will allow us to show our plan. I have blueprints for 4 machines that are going to cut and then melt plastic and shape it into things like 2x4s or Lego bricks, and so we can build with them. But my long-term goals, the real issue is to build these things, figure out how much electricity it takes to run them effectively, and then add the solar and wind generation necessary to run this factory out of a shipping container. So I could go to an island like the Midway Atoll where no humans live, but like every time people go to clean garbage, they find like 2 or 3 tons of trash that they take out, right? But then what do they do with that? It doesn't get it gets thrown away essentially, right? It's not recycled or it's not used beneficially. So where people live, like in Fiji, for example, a lot of the islands, they burn their plastic trash because there's no recycling. 128 islands of people burning plastic water bottles and food containers into the atmosphere. So what if I could turn that into water barrels? What if I could build foundations for housing or retention ponds for water so that they can grow food and do things with the trash in an environmentally sustainable way? But my bigger picture is to get them off the plastic water by building water collection systems out of their trash. Yeah. So I'm at that's anybody else? Absolutely. So any of you guys folks working on other things here in Denver or involved in community that you want to tell people about?
No, I should be though.
Yeah, come join us. Come join us Sundays. That's the best time. It's early. Some people might, say, well, previous culture generations might be going to church every Sunday morning. So, it's kind of our way to give to the community in that format. But, I don't know what that question mark was about. But we do our own things in our own way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to keep traveling on because see the message. Thank you all for being out here. We've got some people watching the live stream and broadcasting. So we're trying to get everybody's message out there. Thanks. Yeah. What do you think about this jury nullification flyer you're reading, ma'am?
I think it's so freaking awesome. More people need to know about it.
Yeah. Did you guys get the jury nullification flyers?
Yes.
Okay, good. We want to make sure, because that's another thing you could do locally here in Denver or wherever you live. Folks who are paying attention online, jury nullification is a big deal, right? If you found out that a person was homeless in jail for 18 days for sleeping in a park, but we encourage them to go to jury trials instead, then we could not have them sitting in jail using all that resource money. We could be buying homes for people. And just another example, right? Topics we want to talk about. I'm going to come find Janet and put her on video. So she's talking about jury nullification, I bet. Janet's got buttons. Good morning.
certificate.
Oh, I'm not gonna talk about the signatures and my hard work this day. Oh, I will tell you what I have signatures for though. Are you a Denver County voter?
That's the crying damn shame. That's why I'm asking.
Okay, so we are doing the Olympic bid. Should the citizens of Denver have a right to vote to approve or disapprove the city council's efforts toward an Olympics? Any financial commitments that they would make?
How fucked up is that you have to petition the theoretical representatives to don't do this?
It's a good question. It's a good question. So you are a Denver voter?
I'm a Colorado voter. Denver.
Okay.
Bummer, dude.
Bummer, yeah. No. But that's okay because we're all out doing different things, right? So my initiative is here in Denver. It's honestly I took it on because people needed a job. And I kind of got burned out on 112, right? Yeah. Fracking in the state of Colorado, that whole thing. Yeah. I can't tell you all summer how much protesting I got where people were coming this close to me and my employees, the signature gatherers, and being paid by oil and gas companies to yell at you, the voter, to not talk to me, not engage in political conversation, and to actually block the election process. Yeah.
And therefore they do not know that they're fracking right across where they're growing our food and selling it to us in grocery stores. People don't realize this.
Okay. And where is that happening now? Tell people so they can look it up.
Definitely out east.
East where? Have you been? Have you seen?
Kenny has, yeah. He's talked to farmers. He's talked to people that are pushed out. So if they do not sell their land, if they don't allow it, they get pushed out. Rather than, you either do it or you're gonna get pushed out.
Okay, so what do they just harass you everywhere you go? At the grocery stores, at the
no,
at the library?
If you're your own landowner,
yeah.
When you own acreage of it.
Right, but if you say you cannot,
your neighbor is pinned against you, and your neighbor pushes you out.
How do they push you out though of your own land?
They find ways, especially with water. It's usually the water.
Water rights?
Yeah, definitely with water.
Sorry, the laughter of the camera goes,
Yes.
They were chanting. So Erie is a place I've been. Yeah, I'm not giving him airtime.
Just on your way to Loveland.
I'm on the way to Loveland. Yeah. So I was in Erie the other day, a couple weeks ago, and in Erie there's a neighborhood, the streets, and the fracking sites. Right? And it's that close. Right. And then on the other side of the fracking site is the skate park and the library. Right? And I was shaking in my boots. I took a video, and you guys can find that on my live stream. It's Cut the Plastic, Brian Loma, and YouTube channel, right? Yeah. I did a video, and it freaked me out. I was here doing this all summer, but I didn't realize. We went up to Greeley. It's in backyards, yes. Right? Yes. I didn't, I don't think about the farming, but that is farmland.
That's farmland. They grow our food on that, with the gases being released, with the chemicals.
Right, so we're looking at volatile organic compounds, chemicals that are being released from 2 to 3 miles into the earth, that are escaping through the old uncapped wells, or capped wells that are seeping, and from locations that are where the fissures in the underground in the earth are allowing that seepage to come through, where the rocks, the millions of years of earth, kept the gases underneath, buried deep in the earth, right? And then it goes into the aquifers, it goes into our drinking water, it goes into our breathing air, into our homes.
So one more thing in our water.
Another thing having to do with our water, that's right. Yeah. So are you folks all together from Denver here, or no, you're not?
Right.
Lori came from Colorado Springs.
From the Springs? We got a large Antifa community there. And cop watchers out there. And those of you guys need to check out News Now Colorado on his first Amendment audit of the Colorado Springs Police Department. They arrested him, and he settled $41,000, and they had to do a First Amendment training for all police officers down there to teach them how to handle people like you and me, who have a camera in our pockets every day of the year, who see something, say something, is a motto that we are following, where when we see people who don't have a home, surrounded by 6 or 7 guns, the camera goes on that. Because is that the way that you want your financial resources being taxed every time you shop, every time you buy gas, every time you own property, that you pay taxes on things, and you pay for police officers, services? Do you want the percentage of services being directed to 6 police officers, each with a gun, a taser, and I think it's a mandated extra 3 clips carried on them, surrounding a person who's already abused by the lack of sleep, the mental situation that they have, the stress that they're going under, the lack of places to sleep, even when they're employed working to pay for the food that they have, trying to climb ahead. And the shelters have, I mean, our news went out there and slept at the shelter, right? He's like, I would not do this. I would not be here, right? Bed bugs, I got to worry about my property being stolen. People are right. It's better to find a place to hide, right? Give me my own little shelter where we take turns watching over one another. And in Colorado Springs, the issue was that there was a camp, right? And they were trying to keep it clean, and there's always going to be drugs anywhere there's human beings. You can't get away from it, right?
So the camp stretched over a mile radius.
A mile radius. How many people were there?
I don't know. I had watched the article, a
Few hundred. And the services, were they provided with beds and toilets after they were moved along, or were they just get the fuck out of here? Get the hell out of here, excuse me. I'm used to using the F-bomb in public. But that's my experiences, because it's a protected word, right? Unless I'm detailing an act of intended or suggested lewd or perverse physical actions, the word fuck has been ruled by the Supreme Court to be a justified word of anger and outrage at the idiocy, at the shamelessness of where our societies are coming, right? So I think that Denver should have a public campground. Regulate the amount of time. I think that nurses should regulate people in a physical setting to help them get off hard drugs and sobriety of the mind and of the spirit, right? Is something that we need. But unless you get a full night's sleep, right? Unless you feel safe in your possessions and that the Constitution is honored, it's hard to go in that direction. So over there is the city and county building. And I recently was denied access to that because I carried a wooden fork with me. Right?
And what?
A wooden fork. It's my spiritual practice. It's my spiritual practice to carry sustainable beverage containers and eating utensils. I choose not to walk into businesses that serve me on styrofoam or paper. I want to eat on a plate that is used 1,000 or 10,000 times. My beverage containers are sustainable. If you're here overnight, or if you live in the Denver metro area and you want to come join us, we have a guy named Pikes Peak Auditor who rides the Mustang up from Colorado Springs on Sundays in the morning. He walks to the bus stop at like 5 o'clock in the morning or something, and comes in live streams in Denver just for our meals. we do a meal on Sundays with no trash, zero waste. It's all metal silverware. It's plastic plates. It's coffee carafes. People cook coffee at their home. They come with carafes and plastic cups, not the hard metal or ceramic ones, but soft plastic that we wash. Yeah, everything's washed.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes, we do compost and scraps, and we boycott businesses that make it illegal to be unhoused. So I'm wondering. I'm still live streaming, and what's blowing my mind is that there's 20 people who are in here, and they're talking to one another. I'm not even sure if they're not talking to us, because I'm not responding to their conversation, right? But there's 20 people in here for the last half hour chatting with us. So I love it. I'm going to go back and try to watch some of this stuff. I'm wondering, hi guys. All right, so I'm paying attention. You're right. Up to their eyeball in court cases and harassment. Oh my God, are we talking about Leon Valley? Tell her about Sundays. Yeah, so I was talking Sundays. Sundays are first. Would you mind, one of you? I have treats.
Yeah, right? Yeah, that would be perfect. Reel it right here.
I have a special treat.
Already got it.
Where is it? It's filming out. So do this?
So I said special treat, right?
Treats!
Special treats. So we're gathered today. What time is it? Do you know? Is it 1 o'clock yet? Everybody, we should be going to live at 1 on the protest. Fracking in New Brunswick. Yeah, that's probably an issue too.
Kenny, you gotta tell him when you went out and talked to the mayor's office out in Loveland about the
Special treats?
You gotta tell him about it.
It's a protest.
I'll stand in the way.
Let's stand in the way. Yep. So they're talking about fracking. If I go back to the live streams, fracking in New Brunswick, and we're talking fracking in Colorado, right? That's how I got into the ballot initiative gig the second time around.
You could drive up the freeway on 25.
Yeah, tell us about Highway I-25.
You get off on Berthoud. You go towards the town of Berthoud. You're going to start noticing lots of farm fields. All those farm fields sell their food and their produce to local grocery stores.
Yeah.
They're digging up a pipeline that's going to run underneath all those fields. They're partially done with it right now. They're about halfway through. But think about, what's going to happen if there's a leak? It's not
A leak?
Yeah.
What kind of oil and gas is going through it?
That I don't.
We don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Because a lot of that, usually when they put pipelines in, depending on the size and type, it could be for the homes that are coming in, right? Septic, sewage. But again, we don't know if it's long-term or short-term, but if it's from a oil fields.
This is an oil field. No, we're talking about an oil field pipeline.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went into the office, the town hall, and talked to one of the building permitters, I guess, for the city. And they know all about it. They can't do anything about it because the way the perimeter, their line, the cut off from the city is. So
Really?
Yeah. They know what's going on. They've had people complain about it, but they can't do anything about it because they say it's out of their jurisdiction. So.
But you can sue. So that's the thing, is that the courts are where it comes down to. We're learning that. It's so important to document and to sue. All this stuff, bring it to the public attention. So the question is, up there, have you seen any videos of that yet?
No, we can go take some now.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Actually, Regan Benson is a friend of mine. We're supposed to go to Greeley next week.
Awesome.
So if you tell me where it's at, or if you want to maybe got time to haul along. We like First Amendment teams, right? You don't want to go do things by yourself. You want a crew, different channels going, video cameras, different levels of responsibility, so that if something does go down, it's not ugly, right? So cooler heads and all that kind of thing need to prevail. And unfortunately, one of the reasons that we're out here is because cooler heads often are the ones who don't have guns attached to their hips, right? And so, like, also, look at this youth. That guy was yelling at us earlier, right? They kind of banded up and chanted. But that youth over there went and talked to that young man and said, what's going on? Let's have a conversation. Most of us just need to talk. And that's why I love that there's like 20 or 30 or 100 people. No, we're not at 100 yet. Not 100 people on this channel yet. But someday we'll be like Eric Brandt and James Freeman and get those conversations going and growing. But hey, look at this. Colorado for all. It's blue. Because we're no longer purple in Colorado. We're blue. We're also yellow, right? So I'm going to try to go and collect all my things together. See if there's anybody else who wants to chit chat. Any conversations going down over here?
How far and wide is this going?
It's worldwide because it's eventually will be hashtagged to the Yellow Jackets and everything once the broadcast is over.
I'd like to say one thing, to our French comrades, please send us a guillotine to Denver, Colorado. We really appreciate it.
Why don't we build one?
We should do that.
That would be a better call. Build it. How about the IWW? They might like to own a guillotine.
Hey man, I know some of them. We can set them up.
Right? Where are the ISO? Where are the IWW? These people, we think they would be here today, right? Let's have a cross-community platform. This could be it. Anonymous didn't really, and Occupy, like there was a lot of issues there. Yeah. So this yellow vest is kind of like a regeneration of it, right? I would even drop my my hoodie off and get rid of it if that was the call. It seems I might be the only one wearing there's a couple of us here, but it might be good. The yellow vest is supposed to be a global call, right? Yeah. So yeah, guillotines. Hey, James Freeman and crew down there in Texas, they did a guillotine. Texas, man.
Bro,
yeah.
They show the country how that shit's done, bro.
Oh man.
I was so proud of Texas like they've done.
Hey man, that's one of the benefits being a hardcore red state. When you're radical, you're fucking radical because you fucked either way.
Yeah.
Bro, and that's what they hate the most in Texas.
Yeah.
That's what they hate the most.
Like the cops say, you're just trying to start a little union, man. Let alone trying to get a little revolutionary. So you got to be a little more hardcore down there.
Did that kid? He did. No, I don't know why he had it. That threw me off. Does he just pass it or does he puff it too?
What? Nah, not yet.
That's good.
Not yet.
Oh, we got some buttons up here. Let's talk about Janet's buttons. Proud, protect, and serve. Look at that. Don't worry about a thing because every little thing is going to be all right. Cannabis for the people power. That's right. We love the buttons. I thought there was going to be a bigger crowd. We were going to pull a table out, but that didn't happen either.
It's a little small, man. Just got to start contacting people.
All right, so anyway, I want to try to reorganize myself so that I can be ready to march. Are we marching? Have we decided that? Is there enough to march? Probably. 2,000 people. I think it's a call. So here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to, should we cut the live stream and do it again? Let's we're going to follow Eric. You guys vote right now who are listening, if you care. Vote. 1, if we should cut the live stream and come back when we go to march and have speeches, or 2, just to keep the damn thing rolling all afternoon. Let's see if they're even listening. While we're waiting for their votes, does anybody else have something to say to the world? No.
You should always choose people over money. Money will fade like paper burns, and we will have nothing left but ashes.
No.
You should always people as soul. That is real currency. To see soul is to see people. Left or right does not matter. What ideologies? These are things as well, and they clash. They clash, but we are one soul, and we need to recognize this and not let money overtake our humanity.
Thank you. That's amazing. Very powerful. That's the reason I got to keep the thing going, and I can't shut it off. Right? Much as I'd like to. I know. He's just going to catch it all. I need to get the other one. I should have brought it, but I was waiting for the memory card. Because then I could just carry one around. I don't have to be live the whole time because we can learn to edit the videos. But we're practicing, right? And trying to build our viewership and our time up. Because allegedly, if you get like a whole bunch of people that like and watch you, then they pay you for the shit. And you can make it a job almost. So, you know, that'd be cool. But I just like talking the message, right? And getting it out there. I got other things to do to save the world, but yeah. Anyway, I want to put this, I'm carrying all this crap and I need to stop. So we're going to stop.
Oh, sorry. If you need, I have my little bag here. You're free to put.
No, I have the bag. It's just that I'm showing my hand over the camera lens and all the other crap that I think we're gonna 1,000 subscribe. Yeah, that's what we need. More people are more important than money, and that's true. So let's see, Sundays, twos, and Sundays. Oh, we have a chant. Oh, fantastic. Okay, guys, so here's the deal. I'm gonna switch colors, get my yellow on. I'm gonna redirect the live stream and try to broadcast it a couple times on some pages. And then we'll come back live again downtown when we're ready to march. Which is hopefully at 1 o'clock because that's what we told everybody. And it's 1:52, so I got 8 minutes. We'll talk to you soon. Come back, keep an eye out.
Yeah, you remember my purse right there by you?